I'm Shane Gurnell, and this is my last lecture.
Chapter 1. An injured lion still wants to roar. When it comes to spirit animals, I think that my spirit animal is a fox. The definition of a fox spirit animal is someone that's usually about to undergo a period of change, especially one that is tough and unpredictable. In November 2018, I moved from Trophy Club, Texas to Cypress, California, a little before halfway through my sophomore year of high school. It was a little hard to make the adjustment to moving because I was already so late into my school year, and I knew that when I moved, I would have to leave my house behind and leave all my friends behind, and that was really difficult too because I had been there pretty much my whole life, so I was really used to everything.
Because of this drastic period of change, I think that my spirit animal is a fox.
Chapter 4. The Parent Lottery.
I think like any regular kid, I think that my parents are the best parents in the world. My mom's from Westchester, California, so when we moved here, it made it a lot easier for us knowing how to get around and everything. My dad's from Indianapolis, Indiana, so moving to California was definitely a big change for him. I'm really lucky to have my parents. They've taught me countless life lessons that I don't think I could have learned from anyone else. When I first moved to Cypress, California in fall of 2018, I didn't really know anyone, so the only people I talked to for the first couple of weeks were my parents. This time really helped me grow closer to my parents. Chapter 11. The Happiest Place on Earth. When it comes to happiest place on earth, I think that my happiest place on earth pertains to a group of people more than to a place. With that being said, I think that my happiest place on earth is wherever my friends are. Back home in Texas, my friends were a really big part of my life, especially my best friend Luke. At one point in time, I would say that I was at his house more than my own. From hanging out and listening to music to driving around town and getting food, my friends and I did everything together.
Chapter 56. Tigger or Eeyore.
Being a Tigger or Eeyore means having a positive or negative outlook on life. Personally, I wouldn't say that I'm a complete Tigger or a complete Eeyore, but more of a little bit of both. I think for the most part, I try to maintain a positive mindset, but sometimes when I'm upset or when things aren't going too well, it can be really easy to slip back into having a negative mindset. All in all, I think that my mindset's really more of an it is what it is kind of mindset. But if I had to choose between being a Tigger or Eeyore, I think that I'm more of a Tigger. I think that sometimes I can still find a little bit of humor even in the most negative situations. This is why I believe that I'm not a complete Tigger or Eeyore, but in fact a little bit of both.
Chapter 61. The Dreams Will Come to You.
My lifelong dream has been to play basketball at Pepperdine University. I think since so many other kids have the same dream as me as far as going to college and playing basketball, it makes the competition really difficult. There are a little over 500,000 high school basketball participants in the United States. Of the 500,000 varsity athletes that play basketball, only 3.4% will go to college playing basketball, and only 1% will go D1. This means that to accomplish my goal, there's a lot of required work. But more importantly than the work required is your characteristics, such as a good work ethic, self-determination, and tenacity. I believe that my dreams will be difficult to accomplish, but nonetheless still possible.
Hey, why don't you go back inside, man? I'm just trying to balance my breaths.
Reflections and thoughts.
Throughout writing my last lectures and making this presentation, I've learned many life lessons and messages of inspiration and motivation.
Such as, nothing good comes easy. I think throughout writing my Tigger or Eeyore essay, and especially my Dreams Will Come to You essay, I learned the very valuable lesson that nothing good comes easy. Essentially, what this means is that if you want something good, it's going to take a lot of hard work and determination. Things like going to college on a basketball scholarship or buying a car, or even small things like passing a test or a quiz are in fact good things, but none of them come easily. This brings me to my second life lesson and message of inspiration. If it were easy, everyone would do it. If everyone's dreams were easy to accomplish, then a lot of the times they would have missed out on life lessons that they would have learned along the way. When writing my Dreams Will Come to You essay, I learned that out of all high school varsity basketball players, only 1% of them end up going D1. This further proves the point that if it were easy, everyone would do it. The amount of work required to be a college athlete is not easy, and that's why there's such a huge drop-off from high school athletes to college athletes. My third and final message of inspiration is that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Throughout writing the Tigger or Eeyore essay, I learned that being pessimistic or optimistic really has a big effect on your life. With that being said, this concludes my last lecture. Thanks for watching.